Up 3 more stores in the next 18 months, no worries. That excites me. I know I can do it. I've done it before. I know where to go to get funding. I know who to speak to. I've got the contacts. That is a really exciting prospect.
He's very entrepreneurial and he's thinking he wants a big thing.
Not every mechanic that you meet has that sort of vision, that sort of focus.
We'd like to do 20 stores in the next 10 years.
He thinks up in the sky. Open to thinking, open to expansion, open to beautiful ideas.
It's unusual in a small business owner. So one of the drivers for him was to address that perception in the community that mechanics are not trustworthy. They're up there with used car salesmen in terms of a public perception of their moral standards.
Yeah, when I first moved into the Warriewood area, I was really stoked to hear that Danny was a mechanic, because that's like the biggest stresses, is trying to find someone you can trust for your car.
When I first spoke to him about starting the business, he kind of wanted to change the perceptions of what he does.
He's an honest guy. He's the sort of guy that if you were in a tough patch or you needed help, and this is purely, not even in a business sense, just Danny as who he is as a person, is an honest, good person.
There's an entrepreneurial drive in me that I've had since I was a child that wants to build something really big.
The business touches the creative in him, and he really enjoys the creative side of building the business. How do I grow this business? How do I engage more people?
We discovered this niche of picking vehicles up for people and dropping them back.
GDL's been great. They make it super convenient. That's a huge thing for me.
I would say if we look at who GDL's ideal client is, I would fall into that category fairly quickly. I think it's brilliant.
They just leave keys at reception, we come and pick it up, sort out what has to be done, give it a wash, and it comes back, bottle of wine, packet of lollies, bills paid, credit card over the phone, and our customers never left their desk.
So when I can have my car booked in, I can leave the keys and my car is then parked back in my driveway at 4 o'clock that afternoon when I get back home. And I open the door, and inside that is a nice brochure that's got my tax invoice inside it, my little bag of lollies. To me, is that value? Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's about having a consistent message about what your business does, what it offers, what the difference is between you and the competitor. And then, more importantly, being consistent in delivering that.
It's meant that people like Blackmores do value it and do utilise it.
I think Danny has been quite diligent in doing that and always kind of putting that client experience first.
What's our USP? What's our vision? Who is our target market? Where is our ideal target market? And that's one of the reasons that we chose Horns, because it fits within what is our ideal target market.
Yeah, my name's Paul Simpson. I'm one of the ministers at the church Danny goes to. Danny's one of our really committed leaders. He's obviously runs his own business and has got 2 little kids and about to have a third, but he gives up his Friday nights to come along, help run our program to teenagers that tries to reach out to the local community. There's a lot of time and energy he puts into that, and he's very dedicated to doing the best job he can, even when he's really stretched for time himself.
We have a family history of being involved in youth groups, community youth groups, church youth groups, and he's got an opportunity to give back to young boys especially.
He has a very strong faith, and that kind of drives the way he thinks about people, how he treats people, the ethics around the business.
The personal conviction flows out in the way he runs his business and the way he interacts with people.
So to grow our business and the industry, we feel it's important to take on and train apprentices. So we've got a first-year apprentice right now, Kyle. He's only been with us a few months at the time of filming, but underneath John and Brendan and myself, this guy will be an industry leader in years to come.
When I first met Danny, he always had a vision of having, more than one store, in fact many stores.
One of the challenges he has is that people want to engage with him. People want to know that he's the one working on their vehicle, he's the one ordering their parts.
There's a need, a desire to go and make something massive out of nothing.
You're driven to want more, and it is a challenge, I fully believe, of someone that is driven like a Danny, that you go, when's enough enough?